What's up gamers, Lecture here of the Season 2 Rogue update for Diablo 4. The Season of Blood is starting on October 17th, and it brings a new vampiric seasonal theme along with vampiric powers to boost your characters. In addition, we're getting new unique items, legendary aspects, and Paragon glyphs, along with updates to gameplay and class balance. In this video, I'll be covering the changes that specifically affect the Rogue class, and why you should highly consider playing a Rogue in Season 2. Rogues don't have as many updates in patch 1.2.0 as other classes, but there's one big change that I'm excited for, and that's the close quarters combat rework. This is my favorite key passive, and is included in most of my builds whenever applicable. Previously, close quarters combat provided 20% attack speed and 30% multiplicative damage against crowd-controlled enemies. That has been a huge boost to DPS for builds that can utilize both marksman and cutthroat skills, like my Twisting Blades and dual core rapid fire flurry builds. These builds can also benefit from the Tricks of the Trade legendary node in Paragon for another 25% multiplier. Patch 1.2.0 changes the damage calculation of close quarters combat to be 40% of the total amount of your damage versus crowd control bonus instead of the flat 30%. Is this a nerf or a buff? Well, it's a nerf for the early game because you probably won't have a lot of damage versus crowd control bonus on your gear while low level, but this stat can be greatly increased in the endgame. My new Paragon setup has a total of 250 damage to crowd controlled enemies. Multiply this by 0.4 and you get 100% bonus damage, which is a 2 times multiplier. The way the new close quarters combat is worded implies to me that this is active on all of your damage dealt, and not just against crowd-controlled enemies. So plain and simple, you deal double damage with the Paragon setup alone. This can be further increased with more damage to crowd-control enemy affixes on weapons and rings. All my builds can be found on Icy Veins, and they've been updated for Season 2 with the new Paragon setup and patch 1.2.0 changes. The rest of the Rogue changes aren't going to shake up the meta very much. Twisting Blades and dual core rapid fire flurry are still going to be the best builds for Rogue. I'm looking forward to testing the new Flicker Step unique boots combined with the Bat Evade Vampiric Power, especially for the animation cancelling playstyle of the dual core rapid fire flurry Rogue. I'm still deciding on starting the season with Rogue or Sorcerer, as they both have some good buffs. You can also check out my Sorcerer update video for Season 2 if you need help choosing a starting class. Be sure to keep checking my Icy Veins guides, as I'll be updating them as I playtest Season 2. I'll also be streaming the season start on my Twitch channel, so feel free to come hang out. Until then, peace out and happy slaying.